What are you writing about? What's important?
Mm. Yeah. Well, the piece that I just wrote was about why the hierarchy is bullshit and bad for business. Um, not like hierarchy isn't all bad. Like it is the dominant way that we organize our lives. So it can't be all bad, right? There are lots of great things about hierarchy. It makes it easy for large numbers of people to collaborate with very low cognitive overhead. And it's a great way to distribute big problems into like actionable things and everything. But the problem is like when we associate dominance with it and status with it and then, like, that's how workplaces become this, like, place where you just go to take orders, and nobody is motivated by that, right? We're all motivated by autonomy, mastery, and meaning, right? And
Mhm.
hierarchy. So, like, my article is just proposing that we treat it like a data structure. It's just a neutral thing. If you're below or above, whatever, it doesn't mean you're better or worse. Um, you know, some of the people who I admire most in the world are people who have, say, ascended that ladder to like VP or whatever, and then gone, this doesn't make me happy. I want to go back to being a manager. I want to go back to being an engineer. I want to maybe go back and forth. Like taking that voluntary step down in the hierarchy is it really means mastering the ego because egos really they hate that loss of status. But if you can do it in a voluntary way, there's so much power in it. And and it's contagious, right? In the same way that acts of dominance are kind of contagious and they lead to all this one-upping and like status symboling, somebody taking a conscious step down and really owning that is also contagious. And I feel like it can spread throughout an organization in ways that make people go, oh, I am not trapped in this treadmill. I can make choices about my life. I can pay attention to what makes me feel fulfilled and satisfied and go in that direction. And I think we're just starting to see the real crest of it. I think the whole like manager pendulum was kind of the first step in that direction. And I think that, I think you're going to see a lot more of that because there are a lot of very, very unhappy people out here in a field where that shouldn't be necessary, right? Engineering and building things and technology can be such a creative, like fascinating, fulfilling pastime that you get paid for, that you get paid a lot for, right? If we just, have a little bit more agency and intention in how we choose it, what we actually do,
Yeah. It's almost like the hero's journey of a developer or an
right?
engineer. There is certainly a pressure to ascend, I guess, as you were
Yeah.
calling it, and that's through a hierarchy ladder. Um,
But
but it would be cool to see. Yeah.
the thing about working as a creative person is that there at at worst, there should be 2 ladders to climb, right? One that is upwards in the formal hierarchy, and one that is, continuing to build things, but getting better and better at building things, right? Creative and technical people got into this because we love being creative and or technical, right? And like ascending in that way doesn't always map to an org chart. And that's
Yeah,
fine.
exactly. Actually, that brings up like a lot of, we could probably do a whole pod just on that, but a lot of interesting thoughts about, because you were saying build things. Like, how amazing are you at creation? Or how amazing that there should be like a ladder of ascension that has to do with your
Organizations do
creation
not exist
prowess.
for management. They exist because of the people who are doing the work. Like, I feel like even just visualizing the ladder or the hierarchy inverted is a really healthy exercise because, and that it's not managers who are like on top bossing people or acting like conductors. You're underneath, you're supporting them, right? Like, how do people use support on your tree? Like that's so much healthier of a way to like vision things, I think.